Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Represent. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey everybody. Now a special happy Independence Day to the United States, and of course many other people around the world celebrate it as well. So 4th of July. So big shout out to everybody. Hope you guys are having a good time out there with your family and friends. And of course a lot of people have barbecues and other things like that. A lot of big family gatherings. So hope you enjoy that. We're going to get into the live show, so hold on to your hats. Let's just get into this. I'm just going to make sure the audio is up and running on this one too. Just drop my mic there, but this is the way to go. So we're going to check that and get into the comments section. Sounds like things are going well. Nice. All right, so cool. Let's get into it. We've got Ballet Brand in the house. Happy 4th, Ballet Brand. Hey, Ballet Brand, always great, and a big shout out to you. Hope you're having a great day there in the United States and celebrating. Ballet Brand, don't forget to let us know about your 5555 YouTube channel party. You were so close last time I looked at, maybe around about 10 away or something. So let us know as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nice. And of course there's some fireworks there as well, so cool. We're going to quickly just review what what July the 4th Independence Day is. So what happened on July the 4th 1776, I should say 1776. This holiday commemorates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July the 4th 1776 by delegates from the 13 colonies. Sounds like Battlestar Galactica, doesn't it? 13 colonies there. On the 4th, the Continental Congress approved the final word of the Declaration of Independence. This is the day we celebrate the birth of the United States of America. So awesome. That is pretty cool. So that is a bit of just a summary there. I thought it was a nice way to start the show. And obviously, I hope you guys are enjoying your celebrations there. Independence, Hex Crypto, Freedom, and the Pursuit of Happiness. That was the title on the video today. Hex Crypto, Freedom, and the Pursuit of Happiness are very much in line with the Declaration of Independence there. Very, very cool. All right, we're going to jump on from here. We've got Hex Down Under. America. Yes, that's true. That's true. And who else is in the house there? We've got Dave Down Under. Good morning, all. Might be wrong, but it feels like Hex may have bottomed. Or am I jumping the gun? We're going to talk about that. We have got a very good day today, folks. Generally, all around, everything's looking pretty green and colorful. And we're starting off, what better to start off with the Independence Day celebrations for that. So a good day for us today. Ramon's in the house there. Ramon Carrillo. I love that name. Has a nice roll on the tongue there. Evening Hexkins. Did everyone else see Crypto Heartbeat new project announcement? Looks awesome. Yeah, we're going to talk about that briefly there, Ramon. It's coming up next. That's our next topic. And Steve Wright says, Happy 4th of July. Steve Wright, Santa Barbara, keep up the great work that you do. Hey, Steve, appreciate that. Big shout out. Woohoo! All right, we're just building up some good stuff. Now, if you haven't seen the video yesterday, I posted the summary video of Richard Hart's update about Pulsechain, so definitely check that out. Yesterday's video, it's only a couple minutes long, and it's got Richard Hart from Twitter Spaces there talking about the delays in Pulsechain and when he wants to launch Pulsechain, some of the factors behind his thinking, and of course, he's out there doing the marketing as well in between times. So check that video out on this channel. All right, let's jump over to some of the big news here. Yeah, as pointed out there by Ramon, a big collab here, between two big YouTubers in the Hex Pulsechain space, Crypto Heartbeat and Rags to Riches, out there doing their video. I haven't watched the whole thing at all. I mean, it's I just just haven't had time to, but I just watched little bits of it. And big announcement. Obviously, Independence Day there, Texas as well, and of course they have announced this project called Texan Token, and of course they go through that on their video. I will post the link to this if you haven't seen it. It's definitely worth a watch, that's for sure. So Texan Token here. Let me just type that in, Texan Token. And bam, they've gone through this. So I'm going to go through that. I will talk about that probably more fully in the second live stream later today in about 5 hours time after I've had a good look through it. Lies Beneath the Truth says, hello, how are you today? Very good, thank you. It's a very good day for all Hexkins and Pulsachins, that's for sure. Excuse me. Hello all. Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PSX for the win. That is it. That's the ultimate strategy. And of course, we are Maxi channel, and that is the way to go. If you want the big X returns, that's the one. Let's have a look here. Sandy Beach in the house as well. The fireworks, not just the Sandy Beach, but the fireworks. I love that, Sandy. That is a very good, subtle thing. I hope you're having a good time there. Never eat. You're on the East Coast, I think, Sandy. So I was going to never eat soggy wheat bix. You're on the East Coast of the United States, so I hope you're having a great time at the beach too. What a good place to be there too. Yeah, very, very cool. That is the link if you want to watch this video here. But they've got a couple of different views. They go through the launch of the Texan token there. It is a perpetuity. Did I say that right this time? Perpetuity. Every time I try to say it again, it's crazy stuff. I say it probably fine when I'm here, but when I'm on camera, I just seem to botch it up. Who knows? It's pretty funny. The other thing, of course, is here is the link to the website for the Texan token. Texan.cc is the link, so I'm going to post that too as well. Now, I did say I was going to talk about this project when it launched because I thought, wow, these guys are two cool, groovy dudes. And I know that they'll probably come up with something really cool. So there we are. There we are. Chris P. Bacon says RH Twitter space yesterday. He had two of them, by the way. But the GOAT one was the one that I really enjoyed. And, of course, was on fire yesterday. That's absolutely right. And, of course, you can get access to those on our Discord. If you missed Discord, you can get access to all those Twitter Spaces streams here. That was the first one. And this was the second one here, so you can get access to those on our under general chat. We're heading up towards 550 members. Man, we're getting closer, 17 more away from 550 members. If you love great information and a great community, our Discord is very, very cool. And of course, it is promoting Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex on the Discord, which was underrepresented by our community. So we're certainly there now and growing stronger by the day. There's the video as well from Project Reveal there from Crypto Heartbeat. So nice that it's now posted that as well. So cool stuff. Looks like it's going to be on Pulsechain PRC 20. And of course, looks at the interest yield, 5% annual interest, base interest, 87% annual maximum interest. So they've got some interesting tokenomics there. And of course, total supply 100 trillion, 97% of that locked away. And of course, all penalties are burned. Token allocation 3% of supply for donors, partners, and the team. No admin keys, immutable contract, audited code there. So audited by Certec, which is one of the biggest ones there. So pretty interesting stuff as well. They obviously walk through everything in there in the white paper. So I'm going to go through all that. I haven't gone through all of it, so I'm not going to try and suddenly speed read and everything. But there it is. So we're going to go through that, and I'll give you my thoughts on the next live stream when we do it later today as well. So there is the website, as we said. It's got a cool little video too to play. You can play that, so that's pretty fun. And I will look at more than that in depth on the next live stream. But we're going to get into the markets and see how that goes. Fat Sammy in the house there. Hi all, good to see you, Fat Sammy. Like I say, we got good news pretty much all around today. So it's a good day to be happy. And what a great day for it to happen. Independence Day, crypto, Hex crypto, as we say, freedom and the pursuit of happiness. I think we can all agree with that. Oh man, what's with the cough there? I might have to have another drink here. Lies beneath with the Rockets and Generan's in house there. Hey Generan, good morning everybody. Yeah, good morning to you. I might have to have another drink of this. There we are. All right. So Dow futures move higher following public holiday. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice one. This just 35 minutes ago too, updated. Let's have a quick look at the markets. We've got Dow Jones there. Let me just get rid of that. We've got Dow Jones there, 31,000. Yes, this is a nice day in the office. 321 points up, 1%. We got remember Dow Jones is the top 30 industrial companies in America. And of course, you can just click on that and get the details. This is on investing.com. S&P 500 there is 3,825, so up 40 points there and up 1%. NASDAQ there, having a lot of tech companies and stuff in it, is up at 11,127, up 99 points, and that's just under 1% up there. The VIX is also up, interestingly enough. The volatility index there for the S&P, up 3% to 27 points, but still more modest now. And the dollar index there is basically flat. Basically flat there. I feel like I got a bit of wind in my throat, something like that. It's a bit weird, but anyway. Commodities, let's have a look here. We've got oil, no rebate there. It's still going up there, $110 on West Texas there. Brennan oil there at 113, and they're both up. Was it $2 or so? Yeah, $2, 2% up on the oil there. Gold at 1809 and silver at 1994. A pretty decent move up in silver actually. They're up 1.4%. Boy, oh boy, got something in my throat there. That's terrible. All right, hopefully that calms down. We've got the investing.com there. The commentary says US stock futures were higher overnight, trading on Monday, with major benchmarks average remain closed during regular hours for the public holiday. After with the major benchmark averages remaining closed during regular hours for public holiday there. After closing out the week with a previous week with significant losses, which we're all familiar with. Last week was a bit of a red time. So we got the futures there. What we're talking about there ahead of the week. Let me jump over there. The crypto CJ says, "Happy 4th, everybody, no matter where you are." That's true. True that. Ahead of the week, market participants will be eyeing the release of June's non-farm payrolls, with expectations of 270,000 added. So we're looking at job reports there, declining from the previous month of 390,000 or thousand there, and added. Well, the unemployment rate is expected to come in at 3.6% there. So that there's an interesting number there. Meanwhile, the release of the Fed Reserve's latest meeting minutes are scheduled for Wednesday. Remember, the Fed ends up with eight meetings a year. The Federal Reserve that has 8 meetings a year. Looks like they got meeting minutes coming out scheduled up for Wednesday. Well, factory orders, ISM, non-manufacturing PMI, JOLTS job openings, and trade balances data will also be watched closely throughout the week. Now, they have the United States has a lot of different reports. There is a whole ton of them that come out constantly regarding manufacturing, non-manufacturing, all that sort of stuff, jobs, trade balances. Data will be closely monitored throughout the week. So there's quite a few little pieces of news coming out there. On the earnings front, reports from WD-40 Company. I'm not familiar with that one. And Levi Strauss are scheduled for Friday. Last week, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dipped 1.3%. So they all fell last week. We'll remember that. On the bond markets, the 10-year rate were 2.9%. Like I say, typically if it stays under 3%, that's not too bad. So it's pretty much there on the Dows and the measures there. Now we've got a little article here on investing.com on New Zealand, for goodness sakes. I thought we'd cover this. We'd normally just cover United States and maybe a few of the other big major countries. But we've got an article here on New Zealand business confidence. Let's see how reasonably this article has been written, due to high costs. The business confidence down due to high costs and interest rates. No kidding. And let's get into it. Boy, oh boy, I'm not sure what's in my throat there. New Zealand's business confidence continued to worsen at the second quarter of the year as companies grappled with increased costs and higher interest rates. A private think tank said on Tuesday. Thanks very much for that, private think tank. And the next 65%, a net 65% of firms surveyed expected general business conditions to deteriorate, compared with 40% pessimism in the previous quarter. The New Zealand Institute of Economic Research showed a quarterly survey of business opinion showed. It added that the business confidence is now at its lowest level since the first quarter of 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic was declared. On a seasonally adjusted basis, 62% expect business conditions to worsen versus 34% pessimism recorded in the previous period. So that's huge change there. The survey's measure of capacity utilization fell to 93% from the previous quarter's 97%. The services and building sector were the most downbeaten in the June quarter. The building sector faced acute capacity constraint, and the service sector expects weaker demand as interest rates move higher, as said the report. A net 78% reported increased costs in the June quarter, it said, despite shaky outlook for the New Zealand economy. Inflation pressures have continued to intensify. So not much difference there around the world, particularly Western countries. They're facing high inflation. Nothing to see in that one, really. So there we are. Woohoo! Rock on. There's a picture of the capital of New Zealand, Wellington, if you're not familiar with any pictures of Wellington. Now, I really don't like Wellington. It's not that great a city, in my opinion. It's very windy down there, like extremely windy. If you try to land a plane, the plane wings go like this, like you're landing down. It's pretty crazy stuff there. I've got to say a lot more other things on about Wellington, but I want to be a family-friendly channel, so I'll leave it at that. How about that? All right, so cool. That is pretty much the markets. We're going to get into Hex. Woohoo! Look at that green candle, baby. Yeah, green, 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 green. So we've got 3.8 cents there. But before we do that, let's get into the markets. We've got a nice little green display here today. Finally, we've seen so many reds on this here. $20,213. Yes, please. 5% back over the 20,000 mark. And the ETH there at 11.50, up 7%. BNB at 2.30, up 6% there. Very, very nice. Thank you very much. So nice. There's the 24 hours. No, it's not. It's the monthly. There's the monthly chart there. And here we are. We've been riding up. Let's have a look at the daily. Daily on this chart. Yeah, so we were down here at 19,000. Yeah, got pretty close, 19,070. Also down here, 19,091. Yeah, so pretty low there on the 19,000. And we have just started riding up here all the way back up to just in the last little wee while, actually, just last couple of hour or two. We've just finally just gone over $20,000. So we're back over there. Let's see how we get on here. Let's see how we get on. Woohoo! That is pretty cool. So, and of course, Hex is looking good too. So, like I said, good news all around, pretty much. Isn't it great to, especially on Independence Day in the United States? Obviously, it's the 5th of July here in New Zealand. It is 10 to 12, so almost noon here in New Zealand. But of course, we are well in the future compared to everybody else. So are the Australians as well, Australians and maybe a few Pacific Islands as well. So we've got 3.829 as the high today, and of course the low so far 3.5 cents. The high 3.8, and of course currently we're on the high, so we're on the high at the moment. Pretty cool. Now let's have a look at our chart here. We're going to zoom this in so we can see. Now we were looking for a trend reversal when we got the yellow 13 EMA cross, remember, but we got such heavy negativity in the market that we got this big sell down. It started to push down our gap, although the average 50% Bollinger Band, that red line, that's 50% between, we got the top 95% of the price range at the top there, the bottom 5% of the price range at the bottom, and of course the 50% mark was in the red there. We got this EMA crossover that was a bullish sign of a trend reversal. But they're not always the same. They don't always play out the same, and occasionally they can close out, right? So, but typically they can have a pretty good run. I guess we had quite a big, strong run here that may have also dampened it with big profit taking and sort of that negative environment last week. And so here we are. We came in yesterday. We had the EMA 13 at 3.87 cents and the Bollinger Band 50% at 3.84. So the EMA was still slightly above that they're almost touching though. Today, of course, they are almost the same, 3.86 with the EMA just slightly higher if you take another decimal place into play. And of course, will they just a touch or kiss, as some people like to say, and then bounce away? That'd be an unusual looking trend reversal line. But anything's possible, right? So there we are. And so still a question mark. We've got a nice green candle, though. Very, very positive. It's going to save the day. Is today going to save the day? We're going to have some nice green candles the rest of the week. Let's see. We're going to a very volatile period, so nothing's guaranteed. And, of course, we do have a slightly smaller Bollinger Band range. So between the top and the bottom, we got 4.9 cents and 2.8 cents rounded. And that's slightly less than yesterday. You can see that's closed up a little bit there, but of course there's still quite a range there, so we still want that to go up. The other positive, of course, is the Bollinger Band is starting to turn up. So the 50% mark, you can see that red line is starting to turn upwards. So the average 50% price range is actually lifting. That's positive too. Also, the bottom here is lifting as well. So the bottom price, the bottom 5% of the price range is actually lifting too. So it's kind of looking good. Hopeful is the case there. But this is not your classic trend reversal line for when this does happen. So some interesting stuff there. Obviously, we've got previous examples in the previous chart, which we've looked at. So interesting there. All right, so let's have a look here. Here's the tick up in the buyers. And we want this to be quite pronounced. We want this to continue. The sellers there just pulling down a little bit there. Very, very cool. The momentum of the sellers, of course, is deep dived here down to 24. Now under 25, pretty much the trend is over for that. So we're in interesting crossroads right now with this chart here. We're in interesting crossroads here. Can the buyers keep this just quickly turn of the momentum and get us a couple of days in a row there would be pretty nice. We'll keep looking out for that. The RSI there ticked up as well. And of course, we've got plenty of room for a rally if we do get one. And when I'm talking about a rally, I'm talking about maybe 4 days or something in a row, maybe 5 days. I'm not talking about some extended thing. And that's possible. So cool on that. All right, so we're going to leave it there. Let's jump over to the quad charts as well. You can see there on the hourly now. So we're looking at Hex, not on the daily, but on the hourly there at 3.8 cents almost. It would be nice if we can get over 4 cents, right? That'd be a really good sign. Getting over 4 cents and kind of just muddling around just over 4 cents, maybe 4.1, something like that, would be pretty nice. If we can get up to there, that would be very good. And then not just get profit takers coming in and then sort of just stabilize around there. Would be quite a nice thing to happen. We got Hedron there having a good day in the office too. And that is, the low was 563, which is, that was the low that we had back on day 4 or so for Hedron. So that is definitely looking better. And the high so far 718, and we're currently at 688 towards the top end. So cool. It's got higher lows here too. So obviously we were way down here at 175, and of course we've bounced off at pretty much 562. And it looks like it's got a chance in the next couple of days to form a nice little next move up. It's either going to go sideways or up here, given the current climate on Hedron. Obviously, ACOSA is expected to come out this month, or what is it? A good chance, what Alex said 2 days ago. So we'll be looking for that with the ACOSA, with staking, and of course burning and a few other special features as well. So that's pretty cool for Hedron. Maxi there is jumped up too, obviously following up with Hex there. This is the Maxi Hex pair on the daily. And of course, we've got the 7.2, almost 7.3 cents there. The low, look at the low today, 6.2, but we're up at 7.2. So it's a 1 cent gain there. It's pretty cool. And let's have a look at the premium. Premium is what we like to talk about a lot. So cool. And whoa, dude, oh my gosh, 92%, man, like a boss. It's busting out, man. It's busting out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's drag this along. That is pretty awesome. And we had this arrow in here. I think we can take the arrow out now, right? Because we're already kind of busting out there, as it were. Busting out, I don't know, it mean different things if you that catchphrase there, but there we are. Are we moving into a new range here? We've certainly got support here. We've got the price moving up, and you know what? We've got the base and the team token out. Someone talked about it coming out in July, but the last time I heard from the devs, which was not too long ago, was that it's probably 2 or 3 months out. But they had 2 more contracts to write. I haven't checked dip catcher today, but 2 more contracts to write, and then of course testing on Pulsechain, and then audits as well. So that still seems like 2 or 3 months to me. But that's definitely coming up, and of course if this can get a higher premium over Hex, man. And of course people getting more confidence that are holding Maxi. That'd be interesting. That they're all getting more confidence. In other words, they don't get fearful and they don't start selling it down. And they know base and team are coming, so that's bullish as well. But then, of course, they'll also be looking at the results of the base as well, because we want bigger pays better. So that does successful. That's pretty cool. Base is focused on Maxi is focused on the long-term people with the long-term thinking, and base is focused on the short-term market people that want to do maybe 12 months. And then, of course, they have optionality, right? Because they can just keep rolling it for another 12 months if they get confidence in the product. They'll be, okay, I'll just leave it 12 months. And they've always got the optionality there on an annual basis. So I kind of got that short-term investor play as well. Now, the team token's more like I don't know, I kind of seen it like an owner's token. And of course, they're going to flush a lot of benefits into there from all the Maximus ecosystem into that contract. That's harder to price. And we know there's 50% of biggest pays better going in there. And Hedron's going in there too, from the base token into the team token. And then, of course, future tokens will have some of their benefits going in there from the looks of it. But that's harder to price. So it's going to be interesting to see that play out. So cool. But obviously, everyone's loving what's coming out from Maximus team, that's for sure. And look at this premium, 92%. Pretty awesome for that. We got Pulse Dogecoin, of course. This is not had it easy. Hasn't been just easy yet, but it's certainly got a higher low in place, to over $2. And, of course, it has got a lower low there. Lower high there as well. So almost like a wedge or a moving sideways at this stage. But of course, we know that that's not the full picture, right? So the full picture is the fact that this is counting down with the amount of days left for the launch phase with the claim, and then I think when the real party will begin is at that stage. So at the moment, $2.79, pretty good. Remember, it launched at $1. I mean, it's pretty insane if you think about it. It launched at $1. And we've got the dailies here. Look at this. This is pretty insane. That is the chart on the daily. Let's have a look here. So how many days? We've been 75 days. So we're over 3/4 here now. 3/4. Woohoo! And of course, man. So 3/4 there, 75 days in the chart. Crazy stuff there. So it's still looking very good. $2.79 launched at $1. $2.79. The lowest price was back here on day 4. And that was at 73.5 cents. We had another day here on the 27th of May at $1.06. And of course, there we go. Let's see where we end up with this. So we got 5,063,000 Pulse Dogecoins in issuance. The contract, we're gonna have a look at how many people have claimed. We've got 22,522 claimed, about 1 in 4 accounts. We've got 15,341 holders, up again today. So people are slowly creeping up the holdings there. Imagine people that are claiming aren't instantly selling as much either, would be my guess. That's a guess, of course. We've got the top whales there looking pretty strong. Looks like number 3 got bigger. Let me have a look here. No, not that I can see. 6 days ago was the last purchase. But definitely we had these top 2 whales buy, I think it was yesterday. They bought another 1,000 or something. We've got whale number 4 here, 54. We've got 40 here for 8, so that looks pretty intact as well. And of course, no doubt we've got people still claiming, so we'll have a look at the transfers. There's another claim there, some small claim, really small claim. What's that there? 100 there. Is that not a turtle? Turtle? No, a crab there, 100, I think. Yeah, and in the last, so less claims here, another crab there, and a couple. That's it, pretty much it. So cool. A bulk send here, not the sort of this bulk senders, but got a couple there as well. All right, so let's see how many days left. And that 25 days is my guess, given the fact that the chart's been alive for 75. We will keep moving down here quickly. This is going to be interesting. 24 days and 13 hours left. Woo! Man, oh man, it's getting down to 3 weeks. It's 2.5 weeks, 3.5 weeks, getting down to 3 weeks there. We just crossed over, obviously been under a month there. Down to 3 weeks. It's getting to party time, right? Getting to party time. You look out. Watch out. What's happening with this? It's going to be fun to see it play out. Now, remember, here's some of the bullish stuff. So, scarcity, claim phases closing down. There's a whale syndicate and Gunther, the pilot of the plane, the evangelist there. We've got so we've got those things on the what do you call non-pumpamentals, caution factors. I don't know what we would call this list. We've got the BA and the OA address get 10 each at the end of the launch phase, so it's about 450,000, somewhere in that ballpark. So what do they do with that question mark? You could easily say they're not going to do anything, but question mark, still a big increase. It's a 10% increase in supply. Large whales, super large whales there. And the other thing, of course, is that that's bullish. So the end of launch phase is bullish. That's all bullish. What else is? They're going to have deflation and staking. That's been coming from the founder, so that's bullish. Those 2 bullish. So we've got 5 bullish things that I can see straight off the bat there. Linked to Hex, I guess. If you look at it that way, it's kind of linked that link. So it may be 6. So on the negatives, OABA getting stuff that could be a positive or negative. So depending on the way you look at it, and of course, maybe the whale syndicate is only as good as the whales in it. If they decide to sell down, then of course the pool can get empty pretty quickly. So that's kind of the pros and cons. So to the bullish outlook, people talking about $10, $100, $1,000, all that sort of stuff. But that's very high in the fly. Now crypto can do stuff like that, and of course we're still early days, right? We're only 75 days in the life of this token, and Pulsechain's still coming up there. So, and you're gonna get a copy on Pulsechain. So there's lots of different things in this one, but once again, only as good as the strongest whale in my view. So just be aware, it is speculative play, but has a lot of pretty fun characteristics, ideal in many ways. So we'll see how we get on with that one for sure. So that is Pulse Dodge there. Nice. I like to cover that quite a lot because it's got a lot of cool features to it, although it is highly speculative. So you must be, don't sell your grandmother for it. This is probably the way I'd say it. Is that the right thing? Is that politically correct? I don't know. All right, so that is that, and of course we've come back to BNB. We're going to check out the BNB charts too. So the BNB there, that was on the Ethereum network. Now the BSC network, we've got still 4/10 of a penny for Pulse Dodge, still $16.80. Just under 17 cents for a P33, and of course that's pretty much been moving sideways for about a week there. Maybe 6 days, so pretty much that. And IM there sitting at 637, slightly higher low, but still not doing a lot at the moment. But maybe it will get a bit of momentum soon. But that's still slightly, if you can see in the chart there, we had our lower low here at 468. They've got a bit of a base the last 4 days at 582, currently at 637 there. So I could try and make another move higher. Really got to get over that 1,000 mark there. 1,000 marks up the top here, so still quite a bit away there. So yeah, that's where it is. It's going to benefit from IMD, as we talked about with KG yesterday. If you haven't seen that video on Internet Money with the latest walkthrough through the app, check that out. That is on. We did a video yesterday. It was an excellent video there with KG, and of course, awesome team going in there as well. So cool. Let us jump over to. We're going to get over to the Hex results soon, and the Hex whale. That's not up yet, so we're going to wait for that to close up there. In the meantime, we're going to go back to our charts and just sit on the BNB there and get into the chat. Say hello. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Let's get in there. I'm going to find out where I was up to, of course. You know me. Crypto Freedom's in house there. LFFFG, Superman. Good to see you, Crypto Freedom. Kim Peterson as well. Hello, all of the Hexcon buddies. Smart buddies are in Hex. That's true. Hex Freedom. What is that? Hex Crypto Freedom and the Pursuit of Happiness. I love that. That's kind of a cool title. Ivan says, agree. Don't like Wellington as well. Lyle says, Ivan, yeah. It's now. Sup, people. Hope everyone is having a great 4th or 5th. Yeah, so true there. It's now. Happy Independence Day. Very, very cool. Sandy Beach as well with the fireworks. Hex Hogs is in the house there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good to see you, Hex Hogs. Hex Hog. What else is going on there? We'll just jump through a few of these. Bust a move, says Dave. Yeah, bust a move. We'll probably bust a move towards the end there. And Fat Sammy in as well. Let me just set up these charts. They're not quite set up right there. Let me pull up some of these so you can see all 4 charts at the same time. I love the quad charts, really do. The CVD, g'day all. Another amazing day. Hope all are well. Yeah, so the price chart's looking better. And of course, Hex was getting a little low yesterday. So it's nice to see it climbing back almost at 3.8 cents at the moment. Let's see if it can get over 4 cents. That'd be super bullish, I would think, as well. Copy on the new network too, says Fat Sammy. So true. Brennan says, let me just move that plane. It's kind of in the way there a little bit there. We actually got a green little candle forming there, so we might change our plane to green. How about that? There we go. It's what's up? Tin Top? Hey, Tin Top, good to see you in the house. Happy to have to catch up on a replay today. Happy 4th of July, my American friend, says Brennan. Nice one. Check out KG on MCR too, says Sandy Beach. Yeah, MCR KG on there. Oh, cool. Hex Force, happy 4th Texan token. Happy 4th Texan token. Woohoo! Says Hex Force 1. Yeah. Let me know if I'm gonna try and cover that with the Texan token that Crypto Heartbeat and Rags to Riches launched today. And of course the website's there. We're going to try and probably, once I get through that later today, I'll probably go through that in more detail. A cool VIP, as you say, cool VIP. So that's coming up there. Let me just close that one down. Close. There we are. Cool. We're up to date. Nice. So, woohoo. Hope you guys are having a good time. Let me know if you're actually having a barbecue or family gathering as well. And Hex is still moving up there from the looks of it. Look at that. Woohoo. Almost back to the middle there. Almost back to our 50% average. That's getting pretty close, actually. What's that? 3.86, and the current price is at 3.83 on this particular chart. Almost back there in the middle of the price range. That's cool. Breakthrough. We want to break out to the top and move higher. That'd be cool. Let's get up to 6 cents. Bring on 6 cents. Let's do it. Hexforce 1 said it'll be nice to scrape off interest without penalties. Hexforce 1. Yeah, sounds like you know a lot of that about that product there. The Hexforce 1. They are going to have scraping. They are going to have scraping on the tokenomics here. There will be scraping of the interest there. I haven't really seen how the mechanics work there, but we will get into that in the second live stream. That's for sure. Boom, 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 boom. There we are. Let's have a look at the top 10 on nomics as well. And I think we've got one update from Rackham. I think we're going to have a look at that. I haven't double checked that, but I'm pretty sure. Now we're on nomics here with the year on year here. And apparently Nomics is at number 3 now in the coin listing sites in terms of volume over attention, like a viewer volume or something. That's pretty amazing. It's managed to get itself up to there. That's with our Clayton there, the CEO, I think, from memory, founder. We've got Bitcoin down 41%, Ethereum down 46% on a year ago. We've got Binance down 28%, XRP down 48%, Cardano down 65%. Solana up 14% on a year ago. Dogecoin there down 68%. Polkadot down 54%. Tron up 9%. Shiba up 33% on a year ago. And Leo up 99%. So there are a few standouts, compared to a year ago. And Hex is down 56%. Bring on 6 cents because we're going to erode most of that. That's for sure. So bring that on. And Avalanche there at number 18, up 44. What else have we got there? I think that's probably hit. Polygon down 52. Litecoin down 61 there. I think that's enough. We've got Chainlink. Yeah, so many big names down here, down in the red there too. If we check out a month ago, though, let's check out a month and see how we're doing. Well, they're all pretty red there. Let's have a look, see if anyone else is standing out there. Hex is down 23% on a month ago. So that's interesting context. There, and a week. Let's have a quick look at a week ago. Pretty flat there for the leaders. Everyone's pretty flat. XRP down 3%, Solana up 3%, Polkadot down 2%. So pretty flat there, but a lot better. Hex is up 3% on the week ago. Woohoo! Yeah. All right. So we'll take it. But some interesting numbers there. So cool. Right. Cosmos actually up 19% there. So Adam there. That's interesting. So cool. The market cap at the moment is 960 billion is the total market cap there, down 0.5%. Actually, what was that on a year ago? A year ago, that is down 76% on a year ago. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Because we're over 3 trillion. And now what are we? A month ago, down 25% on the month. So some crazy stuff right there. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, cool. That is pretty much it on there, and we're going to get up to the Hex Daily Stats coming up in about 5 minutes' time. But before we do that, let's check out Rackham Rochelle. I'm pretty sure you've had a tweet out that I didn't cover yesterday. So cool, you guys. 14 hours ago. Always check your PP. So a bit of a play on words here. Pulsechain patience is very important if you want to be in the winners camp. Pulsechain patience, talking about the launch of Pulsechain. Pulsechain patience is very important if you want to be in the winners camp. We all know that small amounts of PP won't make it. So if you've got small amount of PP, it won't make it apparently. So a bit of play there on words, pretty hilarious as well. That's pretty much, I think that was it there. This is the other one too. Which program built on Pulsechain am I joining and why? Let's discuss. No mandatory disclosure at this time. $1 to $10 million USDC. Why should I trust your project or your opinion on a project? So that's 2 questions on one there. So let me know if you have a clue of what he's talking about. Which program is he getting in on here as well? Is it one of the sacrifices or is it something else? So let me know what you think. Is it something like Power City, or is it something else that he's talking about? What is he talking about? Just looking, if we look at the currently open sacrifices, presumably with the existing sacrifices, he wouldn't be one of those, I wouldn't have thought. Now we've got these open sacrifices at the moment. Chaos first, we don't need too much from there. Love.io, Pulse LN, Power City. Now I'm thinking Power City is the only one here that I could think of that he would probably join. PLC Speak, Pulse Oxygen, Pulse Pot, DAO, Ray Dex, Aqua Protocol, Snowball, Reflection Tokens, Hex Sacrifice, Pulse Hotlist. I don't think he's in Pulse Hotlist there. That would seem like no, just don't know if that would be the play that he'd be making at all. And the amount that's sacrificed in there's not very. I mean, it's just, I think it reached 200,000. Is it 200,000 alt list? I think it might have reached that. 232,000, yeah. So I don't think it's Pulse Hotlist there. And I think the top wallets are a syndicate, I think, from memory. And then we've got this new project here, Pulse Step. Now, Pulse Step, obviously on BNB there. Someone asked me to look at it yesterday. It's not starting yet in a day and 23 hours. Now, that's a fitness app you get paid for, but I have a few questions about that sacrifice, even though it's still running an app and a different project there on Step Pulse there. Yeah, so a few questions around that. All right, so that's pretty much it happening there. Bam, bam, as we say, bam, bam. And we're almost up to the Hex Daily Stats, so we'll just jump back to the chart there. Can we get to 4 cents? Bring it on. DBQ says Hex is the GOAT. Absolutely is the GOAT, man. Absolutely is the GOAT. Now, I know that a lot of people must be celebrating the Independence Day because it seems a bit quieter today, a bit quieter in the chat. So people obviously having their barbecue. What do they have in the South? They have the grits? I don't even know what grits is. Is it like a grits? I guess it's like is it like a mix up of meat or something? Grits. Let me know in the chat what I think it's called grits, something like that. I could be completely wrong, but we'll find out soon enough. Grits. I'm gonna get some grits. Wake Dog says, does Australia celebrate a day similar to July the 4th? Independence Day. Independence Day is pretty special. It's like quite, because obviously big nation, big independence there. Australia and New Zealand are both still under the British Empire crown, I think. So I don't think we have independence in that way. We still have governor generals, and those governor generals report to the Queen. So I don't think we have anything like that. We have national days, but of course we've got a whole ton of crazy people trying to undermine all those national days. They want to usher us into some nightmare. That's what they were trying to do at the moment. Yeah, Anzac Day. Yeah, Anzac Day. I guess it's closest one. Yeah, Anzac Day, Australia, New Zealand, and that's really about World War II. So it's a little bit. It's probably the closest thing. Maybe a little shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, a little shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, I think what was it? Magic Upright was saying it's not a shrimp that they put on. That's something else. I can't remember now. Grits is porridge made from cornmeal, says Dintop. Thanks for that. We always like to be educated. Grits is a porridge made from cornmeal. There we are. Okay, cool. Let's appreciate that. Nice. All right. We're coming up to it. Must be pretty close here. Hex Daily Stats here. Day 946. The base Hex payout at the moment, day 946 is 6.133 Hex per T-share. And 946. We haven't got 945. Waiting for day 945. It's got to be about a minute away, so we're getting up there pretty closely. We're going to do the whale bot. We get doing the whale bot for the day. So let's get back for 24 hours there. So cool. I'm going to get into that, and that should be just about up there. It should be just about not too far away. Probably another 30 seconds or so. Another shrimp on a barbie. What do they pull it? Another shrimp? No, it's something else. Not a shrimp. It's something else on the barbie. A shrimp on the barbie. Something else. Sandy Beach should know. Sandy Beach should know the answer to that. Because Sandy Beach watches Magic Upright a lot. Terry Duck says, hello everybody from Scotland. Happy 4th of July to all my American family. Nice. Nice to see Terry Duck. I hope Scotland's nice and warm. At the moment, it's the summer there, isn't it? Nice and warm in Scotland. Waiting for day 945 to pop up here. It's probably pretty close. In the meantime, let's grab a cocoa. Grab yourself a cocoa or a drink. Nice. Yeah, big launch here. This is a big launch by these two here. Obviously, two fairly substantial sized YouTube channels in our Hex Pulsechain space, and also big personalities. And we all love them both. They're both just amazing people. And of course, launching this big token there, man, oh man, that's pretty interesting. And of course, I will go through that this afternoon. Let me know if you've watched this whole video, because I know some of you probably were in there. Let's have a look who was in here. Probably some of you must have been in here. Let us know what any highlights that you liked out of this product, this Texan token, and of course the cause that they're supporting now with that. So let us know. 944. It's got to be coming out soon. It must be pretty soon here. 944. We'll see. I'll watch it in real time, but we'll come back to that in a second. Australia Day. Yeah, Australia Day, Anzac Day. So Anzac Day is shared between Australia and New Zealand. Australia Day would be Australia Day. Now we have Waitangi Day. So Waitangi Day there. It's up north. That's kind of agreement between the colonial British and the native Maori people of New Zealand at the time. Is Waitangi Day. So that's the 6th of February. That's celebrated. And Australia Day. Can't remember what day Australia Day is. Genuine. Remind me of when Australian Day is. Now they just had Canada Day, didn't they? Just a couple of days ago. Was it Canada Day about a week ago? And good old Canada E. Canada E. I even a mod on the channel, lol, says Sandy Beach. Yes, Sandy Beach represents. I rewatched it later in the day. Nice. Stevie D says, still here, making the most of no one on the job site, pumping out the work in Seattle. No one on the job site. Nice. So you're working and no one else is there, so you can take a little bit of leisure time, pumping out the work in Seattle. And Stevie D's still working hard, even though no one else is on site, apparently. That's pretty cool. That's what happens on the holidays, right? I'm still waiting for day 945. Obviously delayed here. We are 19 past the hour. Normally it comes out 17 past the hour, but we're still waiting for that. Hex at 3.8 cents. Man, I hope it makes a play for 4 cents. That'd be so bullish. And of course, Hedron at 7.06, looking good too. And Maxi there at 7.3 cents, like a boss. That Maxi's just killing it. And we have got $2.80 there. And we've just entered a new day, by the way, on my charts, because we've just crossed over midday. So we have a new day there. Bing. Waiting for day 945. Coming for you. Let's refresh the page. You know, it's not going to matter because it's got an API that refreshes pretty efficiently. Nothing there. Nothing there yet. Nothing there yet, Doc. Nothing there, Doc. Nothing. All right. July the 1st was Canada Day, eh? Yeah, it is July the 1st. Now you're reminding. I have been to a Canada Day, DB. I've been, and it was actually a lot of fun. It was about maybe an hour and a half, something like that, above Toronto. And it was out in like a Woodhill area with a picnic kind of area. It was so much fun. There were just what do you call it? Celebration things all around the trees, and there was lights and lots of fun family things. It was great. Cookout was really good. July the 1st, Canada Day. Canada Day. What's that about? What's that says, wait, Doug. Canada Day. Yeah. That's what the Canadas, they get E. But we say A too, but we say it differently. We go, I'm just trying to think of how we say it. We say, come on, eh? We say it different. We go, it's slightly different. I just can't even think of it now because I'm overthinking. But yeah, it's funny, some of the little sayings that people have. No one asking questions, says DVD. 5, to see. Throw another prawn on the barbie. Yeah, prawn, that's a genuine. Prawn on the barbie, not shrimp. It's prawn on the barbie. Throw another prawn on the barbie, love. Can you move the Toyota and the Ford? Can you move the Ford off the? It's pretty funny. Some people might get that. I didn't say it quite right there. Prawn, yes, that's what I thought it was. Lol says Sandy Beach. Forrest Gump, remember Forrest Gump and the shipping trawler, and they were after prawns, all different type of prawns. That was pretty funny. Australia celebrates Australia Day. That's true. Terry Doc says, has anyone else noticed on the Hex.com website that there is now 8.1 million wallets now own Hex? That must be a typo. I'm sure it's a typo there, Terry Doc. It's currently about 307,000 is my understanding on the Hex Daily Stats there. Nice. That'd be pretty cool though. That'd be a different price of Hex if that was the case there, old Terry Doc. That would be a different price altogether. All right, how are we getting to 945? Man, it's delayed. Maybe it's one of these delays where it doesn't get updated for ages afterwards. Occasionally that happens, especially after the weekend for some reason. That is the case. In the meantime, we're parting. Hex's mooning, says Chronic Carl. Yeah, it's a nice little jump back for Hex. That's a nice little jump back down there from 3.273 cents. Can you believe it? On here, 3.248. So it's a nice little bounce back there. And so it should be. Hex is awesome. Hex is awesome. Hex Crypto, freedom in the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, ching ching. It's immutable in the code. That's the way it goes. Hey, James Bond's in the house. Hex Token channel member. Hello, everybody. Nice. Actually, a big shout out to all the Hex Token channel members. We've got Tintop. We've got Sandy Beach. We've got Lies Beneath, all representing. Very, very cool. And Chris P. Bacon in the house as well. Woohoo! Rock on. Just going back. Fat Sammy is in there too. Nice. It's now, of course. A big shout out. Thanks so much. A big shout out to It's now for all the support he's been given this channel, given myself. So a big shout out for that. And I'll talk more about that in a couple of weeks' time. Surprise, 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 as we say. Surprise, surprise, surprise. All right, cool. Hex is amazing. That is true, Terry Doc. Hex is amazing. We've got the long games playing. The long games. All right, cool. Yay! Day 945. Yay! It's a couple of minutes late, but it came eventually. All right, so we got the price. Yesterday the price was 3.4 cents. We're up 11.5%. I think we'll take that. So 3.8 cents now. So cool. That's a nice little jump back there. We've got the Hex payout per T-share 6.15, still low penalties. Yesterday we had a few penalties, but look at every single the last 10 days, pretty low penalties. That's pretty interesting to me. That people are not really in staking, not suddenly panicking and burning their big paydays if they've got them, or burning their interest if they've got them. They're all pretty sitting tight for the most part the last 10 days. So pretty interesting stuff there. T-share price $873 up from yesterday, and the T-share rate up 12.5 today. Man, that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decent days of the T-share rate going up out of 10, and we're at 22,900, almost at 23,000. Man, can you believe it? Woo-hoo-hoo! Mind blowing. This is definitely creeping up there, up and to the right is what we say. That's pretty much it. Average stake length 6.61 years. Slowly creeping up to the all-time high there. Remember, I think that was 6.67. Now, I did note that Richard on a Twitter space yesterday, 6.8, but it is 6.6 there. So that was just a memory thing. Everyone does those sort of things. APY, annual percentage yield rate, interest or inflation, as we like to say, and emergency in-stake penalties, EAS, 38.63%. The pool has gone down dramatically. Yes. Ching, ching. So we've gone from 207 million Hex in the pool down to 173. Nice. We like that. And look at this. This is better. A Magnifica. 10.7 million Hex. 10.7 million US dollars has gone up to 12.1. We'll take that anytime. Bring it on. Up to 20 million. Let's go up to 20 million. That would be cool. Or 18 million would be good enough. So that'd be nice. Liquidity in the pool. You guys know what price that would be, right? But back up near 20 cents, something like that. 1,000 ETH there in the liquidity. What else? What we got there? 11,400 decrease in T-shares. 10.4 million on the flat. Just about there on the T-shares. That's it. So if you own a T-shares, you're one of those. You own one of those T-shares there. If you own a T-share, that's where you are. Now, T-share stands for trillions of shares. If you're not familiar with that, it means that because we have lots of shares there. Let's have a look here through some of these. Now, obviously, yesterday we had these big changes in staking. We had the change in stakings happening. These were these big candles that we had coming out on the 3rd and 4th, I think. So these are the big ones, some big movements there. Let's look at total staked coins there. 9.42% of all Hex is staked. And that's what helps. One of the features that helps gives us the high APY that you see of 38%. Is this the fact that we've only got only 9.42% of all Hex staked. Now, if there were 100% of Hex staked, then the rate would be, the APY would be up to 3.69%. So that's pretty crazy stuff there. We've got the penalties. Yesterday we had a good day of penalties, but generally speaking, it's been pretty low, right? So pretty low penalties. People are keeping their responsibilities, keeping cool. And of course, this price level seems to be an interesting zone that we're in at the moment. There is the stats. So you talk about the Hex stats there, having some crazy numbers. That is the crazy number there. I'm not sure what's happened with this. So who pointed that out earlier? Someone pointed that out. Let me jump over. Someone pointed it out here. Terry Doc. What has gone wrong with this? So this is the numbers here. 8 point. This is where it's drawing it from. What has gone awry here? Something is wrong here. So maybe this needs to be fixed up here. I'm not sure what's happening there. That's some crazy stuff there. I might go and check the blockchain, but that's some weird stuff right there. Let's pick up the ETH chain. We've currently got 305,000 holders at the moment, so I'm not sure where that's drawing its stuff from. Hex Vision, let's go to Hex Vision. That's some crazy numbers right there, man. That's some crazy numbers. Definitely looks like a massive error there. Man, if we had 8 million people, that'd be fantastic. Man, Hex would be definitely way higher. How much higher would it be? It would be a lot higher. Like there'd be hardly any Hex in the pool. That'd be sure. What am I looking for? Actually, I can't remember what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for the numbers there. Yeah. There's definitely not 474,000 current addresses. So that is the real number there. So that's an error there. This one here. So this is the number that we were pretty much drawing there. This is still pretty accurate there. 473 yesterday. So 473 there. Yeah. So definitely not quite right there. Even these numbers are a little bit different. So I'm not sure why there's always subtle differences, but this one here definitely it needs to be corrected there. Something's gone awry. So we can ignore those numbers. But total holders there, we've got numbers here 474, and the current holders 305 is the current holders there on the testnet there. Where are we going here? Back here. Yeah, let's do it. Current stake is up 41. Woohoo! 97,000, heading towards 100k. Gotta like that. And of course, current holders up 53. That is 305. And of course, that does match up with the Etherscan there. 305, 382. How close is that? Is that right? Yeah, 382. It's a little different, but it's pretty much on the market there. So cool whip, as we say. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like that. That looks a complete error there. Something's gone awry. Bam. Now we're on day 946 now, half an hour into it. And of course, these are the stats for those. What else am I going to say about this? Yeah, we're heading up towards 1,000 days in the Hex journey. And then, of course, 1,095 days will be 3 years. So we've got cool 2 milestones to hit. 1,000 days of life in Hex. And of course, that's just the beginning. Just the beginning. All right, cool. Remember when you stake for 5,555 days or 15.2 years, 1,000 over that period of time, 20% of the time. So cool. And history, obviously, when we get to 3 years, the original that'd be 3 years old. So originally, people that staked 15.2 years, it's now out to 18.2 years at that stage. So multi-generational. Can you see it happening? Of course, we've seen Get Hex had 8 grandchildren or something get stakes, and we've heard other people talk about their children, their grandchildren getting stakes. So we've got all these new generations of these young ones getting these stakes there. So it'd be pretty crazy. Now we're going to have a lot of demographic changes over the next 50 years. Baby boomers, started retiring in 2011. So we've got that cycle that's going to fundamentally change the demographics in the West. And of course, we've got some smaller generations coming through as well. I think China's probably going to be most affected. Their one baby policy, moving up to 2 baby policies, 3 baby policies. It's all too late. So they're going to have a massive change in their demographics in the next, not even that long, maybe 10, 15 years. So some pretty big changes happening in there. But of course, those that become Hexkins, maybe some of those groups may have the very best opportunities as well. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, nice. Let's go back to the bottom here. TB Bush says shout out, it's now. Yeah, absolutely big shout out to it's now. Big support there. Terry Doc says up and to the right. That's true. Up and to the right. Let's get back up and to the right there. That's what we've got there. 3.8. General says Australia Day, January 26th. National Day, which marks the landing of the first fleet at Sydney Cove in 1788. Convicts being deported from England. So we got 1776 for Independence Day. So that's another 12 years later. They've got that first fleet to Sydney Cove. Convicts being deported from England. Yeah. Very good interesting history there today. We can't forget our history. That's the thing. When Pulsechain launches, will the T-share rate continue from where it is at, or start over? No, it's going to get copied over, so it'll just continue from where it's at the moment. Sandy Beach says Sandra Larson's in there. Woohoo! Hey, Sandra Larson. Love the hearts and the prayers. Nice. Checks my pulse says, hey, Superman. Woohoo! Hello, Hex family. Good to see you. Check my pulse. Let me check my pulse there. Yep, it's pulsing. Pulsechain's coming up. Yeah, if you want to see Richard Hart's latest update, check out the video on the channel I posted yesterday. Richard Hart's latest update, that was from an excerpt from Twitter Spaces that's been spread around the community, obviously, and it was pretty cool. So that was pretty consistent what we've been saying on this channel. So being pretty accurate with that. So that's cool. It's nice to be accurate and not misleading, right? That's what you're trying to be. Wind Moon and to Pulse, sir, says DB Cuba. Yeah, Wind Moon. I knew you were going to come in with that, DB. I knew it. That was so good, says Sandra. Yeah. We actually live feed it on this channel as well. So we not only, there's a short video, a couple of minutes with Richard Hart talking about Pulsechain launch and delays and things and timing of launch. But then we also actually did a live stream of the actual Twitter space. We didn't get the whole lot because I started off later because I was watching it and I thought, hey, why don't I just live feed this? So I might do that more in the future if I do catch them. Because I'm in New Zealand, I don't often catch some of those Twitter spaces. Just luck of the draw, what time of day. But if I do, we'll definitely live stream them again. It's a bit of fun. Check my pulse when launched. Yeah. Well, my personal guess. I have two things. I think my personal thing is the earliest would be October, and then I think. But when I add in all the pumpamentals, I kind of feel like a December launch. Would be probably make a lot of sense. Once again, it is subject to the code and testing as well. So how many months is that going to take? After you write the code, it's a bit like an iceberg. Coding is at the top, you write the code, and then 90% is below the water, which is all the testing you have to do, edge cases and all the rest of it. Now, does it? I guess arguably it's not just copying, it's also, because they're putting in the Go language, it's also enhancing. They are actually enhancing and moving to proof of stake and enhancing stuff. So it's going to be interesting. Now, obviously, Richard's trying to reduce some of the attack vectors as well as increasing performance of the network. Future-proofing it is also reducing some of the attack vectors. So obviously, there's some issues around there. And he didn't expand on that, but he did use the fact that attack, trying to deal with some of the attack vectors. And that if they launched today, that they'd have those dealings, and they don't want the chain to be stopped by people that might decide to attack the chain. And of course, we know there's plenty of people out there that are very good at coding and that are willing to do things like that. We see that a lot. So I think that was a pretty prudent way forward. There's a lot of people working. He said he's got 14 devs working on it, and he's pretty much got 2 teams running as well, and that he's done all he can to get that coding and everything up running. So we'll just have to be patient with that. Wake Dog says there are sites you can get free Pulse tokens from daily. Some of the same devs who design Hex and Pulse website. Yeah, free Pulse you're talking about there, Wake Dog. Yeah, good old free Pulse. But of course, that's all just testnet Pulse, not real Pulse. You have to wait for the real Pulse when it actually launches. All the projects will launch, over 100 so far, and of course it's climbing all the time. I'm sure that's probably maybe 120, 130 now That's probably my guess there. Hex third birthday, yeah, it's in Sandy Beach, yeah, coming in December. Sorry, I'm late. Hex Token, a crypto token. You've got a pass. You got a pass for that. That's fine. You got a hall pass, not the kind of hall pass out of the movie, the hall pass, but you got a hall pass there. Wake Dog. Also, if you sacrifice a Pulsechain, you get one PLS token, so you can use the exchange. That's true. Nice. Yeah, absolutely nice in there. All right, cool VIP, as we say. Cool VIP. What time is it? It's 12:37. We're not doing too bad here. We're going to go through to an hour and a quarter, and then I'll be back on live in another how long? Another 5 hours or so. Yeah, we're back for the second live stream. We'll see how we get on by then. Cool. We've got Hex at 3.8 cents. We've got Hedron at 7.04. We've got Pulse Dodge here just etching out a new day. These are new days on the hourly there. So that's a daily candle on Hedron, daily on Pulse Dodge, daily on Maxi, but the Hex chart on the top left is an hourly chart. We'll pull that up a little bit there. And yeah, 7.2. Let's have a look. I love this Maximus premium. It's mind-blowing, really. 91% at the moment. Look at that thing. Golkey and Dipcatcher must laugh themselves. They must laugh themselves silly when they look at this premium. It's pretty insane. And of course, there's still a lot of time between when base and team launch. It's pretty interesting. And it becomes, maybe there's a cultural thing that comes into play too in the community, where they realize that actually, everyone likes to hodl this token. So interesting. Now, there's always a chance for the premium to go down. So just remember that the treasury price is only just above Hex, but we'll see. Actually, let's check out a few of those. We're going to check out, see whether any of your teams got any updates there. New Zealand Warriors versus the Tigers. What else we got there? Nothing. We got nothing from. There's nothing about the sacrifice balances or the testnet from liquid loans. They keep missing deadline after deadline. Now we know that Pulsechain's not around the corner, but they keep missing their own deadline. So hopefully they'll eventually get out with those numbers. I know quite a few people have contacted me, hoping that they'll come out, but they're just taking a while. I guess they got the time to do it, so they can keep delaying until a certain time. But it does seem particularly long, taking a long time. What else we got going on there? Let's have a look. We got Maximus. Let's see what Maximus has been up to. Let's look on there. What else has been up to there? 91%. There's 80 hours ago. 91% premium over Hex. 15.4 million Hex bidding on Maxi. So it's looking pretty bullish. Bitcoin is slow, expensive, and has no features. Buying Hex, get Maxi. That's true. That's true. So it doesn't look like there's too much in there. 20 hours ago. What else there? Yeah, cool. That's pretty much it. Nothing, doesn't appear to anything particular there. Acosa, of course, is coming out. Like I say, a good chance it's going to be July. Let's have a look back here. When Acosa launches, no one has any Acosa. Initial supply is 0. People can stake Hedron to get it, but the minimum stake length is 30 days. So in the first 30 days, the only people who can get Acosa to stake it are the HSI sellers. Supply will be very low during this time. Well, that's bullish, isn't it? People are pumped for Acosa, says Alex. Staking Hedron, are you? Pretty sure they are. So cool. How does the We Are All the SA event work? 14 days. Day 1 is Acosa. Launch day, you buy a stake NFT from the contract. You decide the price. You can buy multiple. It performs like a normal stake, except after 14 days, no more stakes can be created. You cannot be diluted. So it's going to be interesting. That's a real bumper there for 14 days to participate. You buy each NFT from the contract. So some pretty interesting stuff there from Acosa that is moving. What else we got going there? Acosa, Power City. Let's see if Power City's got anything up there at the moment. Happy 4th of July, crypto family. Nice. I like their Power City Watt token. It's going to be pretty powerful. Get it? Powerful. More power, baby. The core essential staking platform is which revenues are collected from all dApps within the Power City ecosystem and shared with stakers in the form of Watt token. Rewards backed by a treasury of PLS. And the sacrifice is live. That is true. Now, obviously, I play the Power City core music on the way out of this live stream. just because it's got my music on it, which is cool. As more applications for technology evolve, the popularity of NFTs shows no signs of waning. I agree with that. I said that the other day. As NFTs keep trending in the bear market, we're likely to see more developments in the space. Pixel Park will be a market you need to keep your eyes on. Now, one of the things I said about that is that we're seeing a lot of entertainment people using it, NFTs, and of course corporates. And I'm sure we're going to have more fractionalization of real world assets in the market, like property, owning property and things. I'm sure we're going to have things like that, particularly rentals, income rentals. Power City is the first ecosystem of DeFi apps and services to launch on Pulsechain. The core Power Core is in its native token what the epicenter of this ecosystem, allowing stakers to share in the growth of the entire system. I love that. I think that's going to be a defining trait of Pulsechain projects generally. Cool, like that. Nice copy there. That's pretty much it. What else we got going there? Internet mode, we talked about it yesterday, so we won't jump there. But Heist Stakes Epic series is coming soon that introduces each of the characters in the film, along with the producers and executive producers that made it happen. Stay tuned. So we're looking forward to that too. So we'll hopefully get a lot of video series in there. It's going to be a lot of fun to see that for sure. Now, Matt and Bali says it's now. Some days are getting better. Thank you, says Matt. Always good to see Matt in the house. Wake Dice says another tip: if you didn't get an either Sacrifice, buy Hex now. Hold till Pulsechain launch. Swap to Pulse or PLXX when it launches. That's true. Glad to hear Matt says now. Thank you, big thank you. Love it. What's up, bro? Hey, walked in Pulse. Good to see you in the house. I love this community. This is why we all survive and thrive. Absolutely. That's why I've got happy 4th of July, Independence Day, Hex, crypto, freedom, and the pursuit of happiness. I think that's a pretty good vision there. Appears, a wild SJ appears. I love that. That's very cool. Suddenly just like, here we are. Here I am. Big shout out. Now, SJ Wild, you got a nice shout out from Richard Hart in the Twitter space I saw in there. So big one for that one. Sandra Larson in there with the fam. Love it. All right, let's get a video from the quick video here. One of my favorite ones here around Pulsechain from Richard Hart, the devs. This kind of actually plays pretty similar to what Richard Hart said in the Twitter space too around the Pulsechain update, which you can find on this channel.
So there is no such thing as perfect security. Perfect security, you have a ratio between the amount of effort you put into being secure and the amount of effort that people are using to attack you. And then you have what's called attack surface. The more places that you have to secure, the less secure a thing is. Hex was more easy to secure than a lot of things because it has a limited number of functions, and most of those functions timed out. So for instance, if there was a flaw in the referral program, that doesn't exist anymore. So it doesn't matter. If there was a flaw in the adoption amplifier, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't matter. And so by restricting the number of functions and making the code immutable so that it can never change, it allowed us to be extremely secure, which is why we've never had an inflation bug. We're extremely resistant to inflation bugs, but Bitcoin's had several inflation bugs. Monero's had an inflation bug. XLM's had an inflation bug. Ravencoin's had an inflation bug. Coins have inflation bugs, which basically means you can mint as many free coins as you want all the time, but my coin doesn't. It's just a pure design. Now, Pulsechain, we're using the most secure software that's out there already, which is Ethereum. It's never had an inflation bug. And we're fixing a lot of things. The code that is Ethereum isn't perfect, and we're making it better than what we got.
Warp Impulse says, you cool with giving Bozo's crypto YouTube channel a shout out. We launched today after your second stream. Hey, nice one, Warp Impulse. Of course, remind me again in the next live stream and I'll shout out. We'll try and get the link up as well. Nice one there, Warp Impulse. So big shout out to Bozo's Crypto. We'd love all the new channels coming up here. And of course, we promote them all the time, if you recall. I'm putting those new channels up there. Terry Doc in the house. Yeah, Richard said she's hot, and he's right about everything, says Terry Doc. Yeah, that's so true. All right, so here's the Hex whale bot. We're going to go through this a little bit here. We got 16 million Hex in stake 22 hours ago, 6.5 million sold 20 hours ago, 9.1 million bought 20 hours ago. Of course, we covered that yesterday. What else we got going there? 97 million Hex in stake. So we knew that we had big stakes coming out. Remember the 3rd, 4th. So 100 days there. They've looked out a lot of these short-term big stakes. We've had US dollar removed, US dollar added. So maybe they've just changed in the price curve there. that was the video, of course, with the Richard Hart's big Twitter space there. What else have we got? 6.8 million just bought 12 hours ago. Quarter of a million. Nice. Let's have a look into this one. See whether your friend has given a comment. Big whale. 191 million hex total. Liquid hex is 0. And no SD dry powder. Stakes due 7 million 8 days. 20 million 29 and 70 million 30 there. So cool. That's nice. We like big whales doing that. Good one, big whale. Nice one. Hopefully that all gets staked out too. That'd be pretty cool. What else? That sometimes they buy for the Pulsechain though coming up too. That's the thing. Then 10 hours ago, 65 million hex just staked for 305 days. Woohoo! Let's have a look at that one. Legend, yeah, Legend. That's some scary movie, that UK program. I only watched a little bit of it, but it's a bit of a scary thing, that's for sure. Let's have a look through some of this. We've got any comments on there? No, anyway, we got jump out of that one, so that's cool. 65 million stake for a year, basically. That's not too bad, not a year, but 10 months. 4 million just sport 6 hours ago. So nice buying overnight there. That's pretty cool. Let's go back and check this again. So quarter of a million there. We had let's jump down to here. 146,000 on this one. Hex whale bot. 4 million bought. Nice. 80 million stake for 10 days. Cool. 105 million stake for 27 days. All these big short-term stakers, That's just the way it goes. Let's pull up. Let's do it. Let's look into Hex here. Gerardo's site here. Very nice site. I understand there's a version 2 coming out of this site. We got the bids there. 70%. We're back over 70% on the bids. Woohoo! And that's what we want. Back over 70%. Good to see that. 79% in USD liquidity there. 10% in ETH, Hedron 5%, and 5% in Maxi. What else have we got in there that's interesting? Let's jump through down there. We're going to jump through all this, and we're going to go down to the price here. We like to play around with this. Let's say, what do we need yesterday? Was it 5.2 million or something? 5.2, I think it was 5.2 million. 1, 2, 3 for 10 cents. We don't need that now. That would get us to 11.3 cents. So now we only need probably 4.75. Not even that, really? Wow, that's cool. Okay, 600, 2, 3, 4.6 million. Not even that, really. Let's go to 4.5. 10 cents. So we need 4.5 million to get to 10 cents, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. We only need 4.5 million to get back to 10 cents. Bring it on. I'm telling you, bring it on. All right. People are sitting there. I know many people on this channel have got limit orders sitting at 1 cent, 2 cents. Some people got sitting at 0.5%. But hey, it's the green candles in crypto, they attract all the people. All the people come, they go, oh my god, everything's red, but the hex is green. Let's go to the green candle. That's pretty much it. So anyway, pretty cool. That is pretty fun there for sure. Nice. I love playing around with that. That's so cool. So we had some nice buying overnight. Everything's pretty good today, to be honest. What a great day for Independence Day. Hex crypto freedom and the pursuit of happiness. I love it. It is very, very nice indeed. Very nice. Blush is Wild SJ. Blush with all the compliments. Sandy's with the fire. Love it. What else do we got there? Esnana says, to have no spanner, can we fix that Superman? We certainly can. Boy, I'm going to start looking like Gen Hex channel soon. That's for sure. We've got such a good following there. There we are. Let's go. Add moderator. Welcome to the moderator team there, SJ Wild. And if you haven't seen SJ Wild's channel, definitely go see it. SJ Wild has done Richard Hart's Sci-Vive book as audio, and man, you couldn't have it better than that, could you? So check out SJ Wild's channel. Fireworks and the beaches, love it. Happy 4th of July, folks. Independent Day, Texan. Yeah. We actually talked about that. Woohoo, says Wild SJ. Absolutely. We actually talked about that. So we're going to cover this hopefully in this afternoon's live stream. We're going to go through a bit of the tokenomics and try to understand this. I haven't watched the video, so I didn't want to talk about it at this stage. But the website's up, texan.cc, if you want to check it out yourself in your own time. And of course, the video there is also as well. I posted that in the chat. Crypto Heartbeat and Rags to Riches, two big YouTubers in our space. have pushed this out. So check it out. It's going to be pretty cool. Welcome to the Wrench Team 6. Woohoo! Many thanks. Hey, you're welcome. Wrench Gang, says Sandy Beach. Absolutely. Happy 4th gang, says Bob Wells. Oh, Bob, good to see you in the house. Another Hex Token channel member too. With the emojis flying high. Love it. Your wrenches are the best. You wrenches are the best. It says Bob Wells. It's amazing how English, you got to get your English right. Otherwise, it can play both ways, right? It can play both ways. It's insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. All right, cool. All right, there we are. Hey, Hex, we're hoping we can get another candle here. Let's see if we can get up to 4 cents by the next live stream. Let's see if Hex can really get the goat on, get another nice big buy, push us up there. And that's what we want to see. We want to see it now. We want to see it now. All right, let's have a refresh here. We're going to refresh this page just quickly. We're going to have a look at our liquidity. This is the key one here. 12.2 million US dollars in there and over 1,000 ETH. That's what we're looking at. That's what I keep looking at day in and day out. We want that to just climb. We know that if we had another 4.5 million in there, so we went up to 16.7, we'd be back up at 10 cents. So what did I say? 16.7 million, and we'd be back at 10 cents. 16.7 million. That's what we're targeting. That's our target. Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. Bob Wells says, no, I want 2 cents. I know. That's why I said earlier. I said there are some people with their limit orders sitting at 2 cents, 1 cent, half a cent. We know that Rack and Michelle wants to do a big OTC deal, over-the-counter deal at 1 or 2 cents. So there are people hunting that. You guys are hunting it, I know. But we want green candles up and to the right because that's the way we're going to bring all the people. All the people will come. Go, look, Hex stands out as the green hill amongst all the red ocean. And, of course, they all come. They come. That's the way it goes. All right. You're a bit crazy today, man. You're crazy today. Very cool. All right. What else are we going to do? Let's... no, we're not going to play that one. This is my other second favorite here of Richard Hart's little video pros.
I think cryptocurrency is one of the few things in the world that could really return power back to the people. Every year you get less and less choice. Your money's worth less and less. Your hours get longer. It seems like almost everything's getting worse. And crypto is one of the few things that lets you extract yourself from that horror. You can participate in the world's highest performing asset class. You can participate in trustless peer-to-peer revolution in finance where, there's no banking hours. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's you and the code. Nobody else can stop you from cashing out. Nobody else can stop you from doing what you want to do. And, when you give people the power to create good things, they quite often do. A lot of innovations come from cryptocurrency. There's things you can do in crypto that you can't do anywhere else in the world. And I'm proud to be part of that revolution.
All right, so that's my other inspirational one there. Those are my 2 favorites. There's 7 of those videos. It's my 2 favorites are those ones. All right, so we're going to have another look here. I was supposed to do this earlier, but we got the Hex stakes coming out in the front end there. So that's going to be cool. Let's go to now, and bam. And let's go to months. And let's pull that down. Let's pull it down to the end of the year. That's close enough. Update, bam. All right, so these are our big stakes coming out now. We've got this 18th of July coming out. That's 581 million Hex. Then our next big candle is 527 million coming out, and that's on the 1st of August. So 18th of July, 1st of August, and then, of course, the 1st of September there with 668. But we do have, these decent candles in here, and we did see some of those those big ones restaking today for, 10 days and 30 days and things like that. So this is kind of, here it is. We're always going to have a larger sort of wave at the front of the staking with these bigger short-term stakes. But slowly over time, they decide to do different things. They decide to stake differently. They decide to either sell. They decide to maybe some even, I don't know, ADC. I don't know. They decide to sell, restake, short, medium, long, that sort of thing. So also, if we get the Hearts wallet out and we have another sacrifice period, we could see a lot of these things get eaten up, and then our candles will become far more modest in the future. It's going to be pretty interesting to see that. But this is the next 6 months, folks. So we've got 3 big candles out there. We've got 261 out here at the 2nd of January next year. And we've got a couple. This one here is 210 out at the beginning of December, so around the birthday for Hex's third birthday there. So it's going to be pretty fascinating to see this play out. That is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Coming up in an hour and 25 minutes. I think it's a good place to finish. TV Bishop says, let me just change the charts over there. TB Bishop says, I love the immortality clip, says TB. Actually, I got that one, I think, but I'm not sure if I played that, have I? The Twitter space was amazing last night, says Bob Wells. Certainly was good, particularly parts of it. If I saw a big rally right now, I think a dead cat pounce, says Charity. Yeah. SJ is awesome seeing you here. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have SJ in the house. Bob says, how's the doggies? The pups are great. Thank you. Just home from the hike. Nice one, Bob. How's Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. This chart actually looks even better. This one here. This chart looks even better. Look at that. Nice, like a boss there on the X chart. That's the daily. Scooby has doggy dementia. He walks aimlessly all day, night long. Sad. Oh, that is sad. Take care all. See you later, says Lights Beneath. Absolutely. Poor dude. Evening all. I was busy. Twitter for proof, says Bitfinex. Nice one, Bitfinex. Been out there working hard on the Twitter. Cheers, Superman, for the consistency, says Cherry Duck. Hey, you're welcome. Feeding the ducks would be cool for a minute. I think I've got Feeding the Ducks playing at the moment. So can you guys not hear it? No, it's playing. Feeding the Ducks is on. It's been on the whole time. I got it at 14, I think. Nice stream is always consistent, says Hex Token. I appreciate that. Glad I popped in for just in time, says Bob. Yeah, me too. Great stream, says it's now for sure. I appreciate it. And let me just type this out. Thanks for watching. We're going to play out the Power City Funky. Don't forget to catch me in about 5 hours' time for the second live stream. Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex twice a day. And of course, you get 2 for 1. Just like Pulsechain, you get ERC20, you get 2 for 1 deal. Just like that on Hex Token channel. 2 for 1 deal. 2 for 1 deal. Is that funny or what? I think that's funny. It's going to pace out the emojis. If you're Hex Token channel, smash out the emojis on the way out. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Actually, we did really well yesterday, by the way. Yesterday, we jumped yesterday subscribers. We jumped yesterday from 4,809. Remember, we just hit 4,800. And we're now at 4,834. So good day in the office there for the Hex Token channel as we head up towards 4,900 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe, share the channel around, and we're going to keep going. You know, consistency is key. That's what we say. That's what we do. That's pretty much how we live. 22 is a good setting for the duck sets now. Do you think so? It's a bit high, isn't it? 22? I don't know. Let me know. We've got to get that right. I had it at 15. That seemed to be okay. I don't want to overpower the music. Thanks, Superman, says James Bond. Hey, you're welcome. Big welcome to James Bond. Cheers, you cool cats. Catch you later. And Bitfinex says, thank you, Miss Sandy Beach. Yeah, Sandy Beach. Awesome. Big hugs from Sandy Beach. Let's go. Terry Doc says the music. I'm bringing the music. It's coming. I'm coming. Music's coming here. Let's go. Let me just remove some of these other videos from the library. Let's get into it, folks. Rock on out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you soon again in 5 hours' time. And of course, bam, here we go. Pump it. You know it. Pump it. Pump it. Wherever you are around the world, Independence dance. Independence Day dance. Get it like your robots in the morning. Well, it's actually afternoon now. You gotta get it. Yeah, baby, yeah. There we go. Up and to the right. Whew. What a workout that was, man. Lunchtime. Catch you guys later. Bye for now. Look at that price, 3.86 cents it says on this chart. Nice. Take care, everybody. 11. Hey, I missed so many of those big monitors there. Bye for now anyway. Take care. Let's have a look at the price. There it is. Boom. Green candle. Represent Hex Token green candle. Rock on. Whew. An hour and 30. That's not too bad. Bye for now.